Hey guys, I really want to encourage you today with coffee time because I want to tell you, sometimes I think, I wish I would have started beekeeping sooner. Have you ever been there? Let me know in the comments if you've ever said to yourself, beekeeping is so enjoyable. I wish I would have started when I was younger. I know we have a lot of times in life where we say, man, I wish I would have started that when I was younger. But you know, you can't second guess that. You don't really know what would have happened had you started it earlier. A lot of times when you're young, like I was exposed to beekeeping when I was younger. Now, I'm going to tell you about that. But I don't think I was ready for it. I don't know, maybe I was. Maybe the universe was guiding me to start it back then. Back in the early 80s, I got exposed to beekeeping. An old man behind me, about 90 years old, named Jocko, he had bees that bordered my backyard, my back fence. I was scared to death those bees were going to hurt my kids. I had young kids back then, a play set and a swing and a sandbox, and my kids would sit out there by those beehives, and he come up to the fence. Like I said, he was 90 years old, I bet, and he'd be like, David, those bees are not going to bother you. Don't worry about them. They're okay. They're doing their thing. But even when he wasn't out there working them, I would just lean against that fence and I would watch his bees fly in and out. I loved it. One time, a friend and me were up in the my front yard, and his bees, we were just talking, and all at once we got engulfed by just this gigantic group of bees. I didn't know what to call it back then. I was only in my early 20s. It was a swarm. And I was like, golly, look at that swarm, you know? And they engulfed us. I wasn't afraid because I was in such awe about it. And they just flew on up into some trees. I wondered then if the universe, if some power wasn't trying to get me into beekeeping at that early age. I don't know. I'm not going to second guess it. But I found myself, 10 years later, found myself in Ohio. And Ohio was the roughest place for me to live. I had a lot of hardship that I faced when I lived in Ohio. And my wife, Sherry, and me were raising our kids, going through a pretty tough time. And we didn't have a nickel to rub against a nickel. And my career, let's just say I had a really tough time with my former career there. And I thought it was over, to be honest with you. I just thought, I don't have a nickel to rub against a nickel. Things don't look good for me. This is tough. This is tough. Some people call me the Eternal Optimist. My wife this morning said, David, how do you wake up every doggone moment, every doggone day, just happy as can be, excited, enthusiastic, you don't hurt anywhere, you're energetic, enthusiastic, nothing bothers you. And a lot of people say that about me, that I don't have a negative bone in me. But it's not because I haven't been through stuff. So don't get the idea that I've had my negative and sad and depressed moments. Don't think I haven't. Ohio was one of those. But I guess I just figured that there's two ways you can take life. You can take it and you can say, woe is me, I'm done, this stinks, this sucks, I don't like life, I hurt, I don't feel good about anything. Relationships are gone to pot, and my job stinks, my car's broke, I don't feel good, I don't have any money, boo, you know. But I've just decided the other way to look at life is, all that's happening, but you could say to yourself, it's bound to get better, you know, or I'm going to find a way to get where I can enjoy this and find a way to rise above this. And that's the way I look at it. You only get so many days on earth, and so I'm going to try to make the best of all of them. That's my philosophy. And when I have hard times and bad times, I'm going to think back in Ohio when I was going through all that. That's where I started beekeeping. And beekeeping was just a little thing, tiny little thing underneath all of my big struggles. There was beekeeping. And I kept doing beekeeping, even though all of this stuff was just like, right? I kept beekeeping going, and I kept doing bees. And finally, beekeeping kind of started gaining more traction and gaining more traction. Moved back to Illinois, and beekeeping kept gaining traction. And bought this piece of property, started having more hives, so on, you know. And before long, here I am making YouTube videos. And I started making YouTube videos. You know, a lot of people think my first videos in 2008, when I started publishing them, were bad qualities because I couldn't afford a good camera. That's not entirely true, kind of is, but no matter what kind of camera I had, YouTube wouldn't let you upload high quality videos back then. You had limitations on it. In fact, 2008, I might be the oldest, longest running beekeeping channel on YouTube. Not sure. I'm going to find out. I've been looking into it. Fred Dunn and I talked about this. He started about the same time I did, but his first few videos were on chickens, I think, and mine were on bees. So I got him beat, I think, by a few months when it comes to bees. It'd just be bragging rights, but it'd be cool. So if any of you figure out, I may hold the record for the longest, oldest running so far channel on beekeeping. And I think that's pretty cool that I didn't really plan on doing that, but I wonder with me, would you just wonder with me, was I being guided to start beekeeping in the 80s? Did I miss out? Or was I not ready until the 90s? I don't know, but I'm glad I'm doing it now. You guys write me letters. You physically write me handwritten letters, and I appreciate that so much, but you'll tell me how much a coffee time meant to you. And you'll send comments to me on my channel here. That means a lot to me because I used to be a beekeeper. I just kind of kept bees for me. Like I wanted honey. I wanted to make money on honey. I wanted to sell queens so I could raise a family. And all at once I started feeling like I'm helping people. This feels good to help people. And so I started moving and shifting my philosophy of beekeeping to how do I help other people? And I just found the joy, the most joy in life that I could ever get when I started helping people through my YouTube channel. And that's what I'm doing to this day. That's what drives me to keep bees. That's why I wake up excited and pumped, because I feel like now I'm not just helping you with bees, but beekeeping is a way that I can help you with life. I think you being around, maybe me encouraging you and inspiring you to let you know that whatever your Ohio is, whatever your struggle is, there's an underlying beekeeping, and it may not be beekeeping, but there's this underlying thing that may be what gets bigger and gains momentum to get you out of what you're in and help you become somebody that takes that little thing that blows up bigger to help other people. And that's all I want to do. Right now, all I want to do is encourage you. I'm excited about encouraging you, not just with bees, but life. I feel like I have a lot to offer. This is the real deal. This is what you get. I can't really be a fake dude, you know? So if you are encouraged by me, then I like that because I want to encourage people. I think it's fun to be encouraged myself. And so together, I think we're cheerleaders of each other. You cheerlead me when you leave a comment or write a letter. Gosh, on my birthday, Sherry told you guys what my birthday was or what day it was. You guys flooded with me with so many great comments, wrote me letters. Some of you gave me gifts. Some of you sent me Amazon gift cards. Thank you. I haven't had a chance to thank you because you overwhelmed me so much with so many of them. I couldn't even respond to one, but thank you. There are times that I get slowed down and my wagon starts dragging, making videos. And I'll wake up and I'll answer some comments, start reading what you're saying. Oh my gosh, your comments inspire me. And so that inspires me to make videos so I can inspire you. So when it boils down to it, what we are each other's cheerleaders. All right? I want to cheerlead. I want to cheer you on. You can do this. You got this. We've all been through bad times. We're all going to go through tough times. But let's make the best of those. Let's be encouraged. Take a breath and say, man, I can be enthusiastic. I can be all right with this. I don't have to just be all down in the dumps about it. Yeah, this is all about us cheering each other on. Okay? Thanks. Good to be with you guys. I'll see you next time.